Today we're going to compare the Hub2 and the Day 5, two premium full-size strollers from Joolz. So let's jump straight into it then, looking at the advantages and disadvantages of each model in turn, and focusing on their differences in terms of child comfort, ease of use, and driving characteristics, before ending with a discussion of under what conditions and uses one might make a better purchase over the other. And beginning with the Hub2, the model clocks in at 9.3 kilos and folds down to 66.5 by 52.5 by 29 centimeters. It can take 22 kilos in the seat and 10 kilos in the underslung storage basket. When it comes to child comfort, the Hub2 seat is adjustable between a nicely vertical upright position and a newborn acceptable near-flat recline, while size-wise, it has an inside width of 29 centimeters and a total length for the sitting surface, meaning the combined lengths of the backboard, baseboard, and leg rest, of 93, as well as an extra 5 centimeters of length when folding down the leg rest and instead using the front frame mounted footrest. In general, these aren't too bad measurements, though the fact that the canopy is flush with the seat back and that the baseboard is on the shallow side at 20 centimeters mean that space may be cramped for children over 3 years old or so. Here I'd note that the seat is a bit bigger when removing the insert, making the Hub2 better in this respect for use in warmer climates. As far as other aspects of the seat are concerned, the textiles are premium feeling and well padded, and the harness is easy to use, with a 5-point buckle, no rethread shoulder straps, and with the belts set up in such a way as to hold themselves out from the seat back. The canopy is extendable, provides very enclosing coverage, and has a ventilation panel in the extended section. In addition, as I noted, the liner is also removable, and the seat back beneath has large mesh windows for even more ventilation. For the newborn period, in addition to that newborn acceptable recline, the Hub2 has a bassinet available, as well as car seat adapters that are compatible with a variety of brands. Moving on to parent comfort, the Hub2's handle is adjustable between 93 and 109 centimeters in height, while the shopping basket is decently sized and okay to access as long as the seat isn't fully reclined. As far as folding is concerned, the Hub2 can be folded down to a self-standing piece, with the seat facing either forwards or reversed, via a one-handed process, where the folding mechanism for the chassis is located on the central crossbar beneath the seat. When folded, the Hub2 is nicely compact for fitting in the trunk of a car or storage at home, and is easy to carry by that crossbar, as well as via a stretchy shoulder strap that can be handy for getting upstairs or negotiating crowded public transport. As far as how the Hub2 feels to use, it's generally sturdy feeling, but very rigid, and even though wheel size is acceptable for a model of this sort, 8 inches in the back and 6.4 in the front, the suspension is way too tight in my opinion, and virtually unnoticeable, making the model pretty jittery over even lighter rough terrain. Moving on, the Day 5 clocks in at a heavier 12 kilos and folds down to a larger 83 by 60 by 46 centimeters with the seat attached. It can take the same 22 kilos in the seat and 10 in the underslung storage basket. Looking at child comfort, the Day 5 seat also has a nicely vertical upright position, as well as a near-flat recline, though for the newborn period, the model comes with bassinet elements that are attachable to the same frame. When it comes to the dimensions of the seat, the Day 5 is a little narrower than the Hub2 at 27 centimeters, but otherwise has a more or less identical length for the sitting surface at 95. The backboard is the same length, and the canopy is also unfortunately flush with the seat back, but the baseboard is a little deeper at 23 centimeters, and there's also 6 centimeters more leg room than with the Hub2 if you fold down the leg rest, though I'd note that there isn't really a defined footrest on the front frame. As far as other aspects of the seat are concerned, the textiles, padding, and harness are all quite similar to the Hub2, with the key differences being that the way the Day 5 reclines produces a more cocoon-like enclosing surface, while the lack of a removable seat liner and additional mesh windows in the seat back mean that the seat provides somewhat less ventilation. For the newborn period, in addition to the bassinet, the Day 5 similarly has car seat adapters that are compatible with the same variety of seats. Moving on to parent comfort, the Day 5 has a higher range of handle height than the Hub2, between 103 and 113 centimeters, while the shopping basket is larger and a bit easier to access both in the way it extends off the rear frame, as well as due to a higher positioning for the seat, 61 centimeters off the ground versus 51 with the Hub2. As far as folding is concerned, the Day 5 takes a bit more work than with the Hub2, requiring 2 hands, and with the folding triggers feeling a bit stiffer and harder on the fingers. In addition, the Day 5 can only fold down as a single piece with the seat facing forwards, and the model is both heavier and a lot more bulky in its folded dimensions, making it less comfortable to carry, as well as requiring more trunk space when loading it into a car. As far as the feel of using the Day 5 goes, its larger size and thicker bars and connection points make it feel even sturdier than the Hub 2, and though suspension is a bit stiff on the Day 5 as well, it's better than on the Hub 2, and combined with larger wheels, 12 inches in the back and 7.3 in the front, it can more comfortably handle lighter rough terrain like most cobblestones, dirt roads, and so on, even though it's not that great for proper off-roading. So which one of these should you get then? In general, the Hub 2 will be the better choice for parents who get around a bit more by car or have specific reasons for needing a stroller that's a little lighter and easier to fold and carry, such as living in a tighter urban environment or the need to regularly negotiate stairs or crowded public transport. It also has advantages when it comes to ventilation, which can be useful for parents who live somewhere warmer, but disadvantages when it comes to terrain capability, meaning that it won't be the best choice unless you live somewhere with smoother streets. The Day 5, by contrast, is sturdier, more versatile when it comes to tackling rougher ground, has better storage, which is particularly useful if you shop groceries on foot, and also has that bassinet included, which is quite nice for the newborn period. And as a result of these features, it's the better choice in my opinion for parents who tend to get around a bit more on foot and/or who live in a somewhat rougher environment. In any case, we hope you found this video interesting, and if you did, please subscribe, as this sort of support really helps us to continue making videos in the future. If you'd like to know more about either of these models, we have standalone reviews that go into a lot more detail, and links have been added in the description. In addition, if you're currently shopping for a stroller, we have a buyer's guide on our Patreon page which lists a wide range of models that we recommend, with a lot of technical and lifestyle related information. You can find it by following the link in the description as well. Thank you.